to Dad. He's just like, well.
Yeah. Well, everybody, it's been a long enough break. Heath has been on vacation, telling me about it. Must have been nice, but at the same time, it sounds like he was having a shit time at the same time.
Well, it was alright. For the most part.
Except for the Noah's Ark.
Well, I didn't go.
Oh, man. I wanted to go. I want to go just for the fact
I'm not
that
paying $60 to see a boat with dinosaurs on it.
I want to see it because I remember when they first brought it, like when they first started building it years ago. That's the thing, because then they ended up running out of money.
Yeah.
And
that's why they charge $60 a ticket now.
Yeah. Because one of those things. Yeah, I want to see it just for the fact that I want to see what it looks like once it was finished. Because it was supposed to be very biblical accurate.
Yeah, the dimensions are biblically accurate. So it's about the third of the size of the Titanic. So while I'm sure it's physically impressive to see,
you don't want to go just.
It's got fucking. This is Noah's Ark, not Jurassic Ark. Okay? Come on. And the book that my dad got, it's less about the exhibits and more about how the actual science is stupid. That, all these, the Earth is only 6,000 years old, don't you know? And anything showing anything else is doctored. It's all fake. It's like Donald Trump wrote a book about this. It's like reading a book Donald Trump wrote about the news. If he didn't like it, it's all fake news. There is nothing backing anything they say.
Yeah.
Just obviously, God said it's 6,000 years old.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, there was a supercontinent, and those evolutionists call it Pangea, and they say that it was, slowly drifted apart over millions of years.
Happened in 2 days.
Happened in the span of a year. That's what, the flood happened, and the continents broke apart underneath the flood waters, and it's like, come on.
Not even that. That wouldn't make sense then. The flood lasted about 40 days. The fact it happened underwater.
Well, when it rained for 40 days and 40 nights, and it took a year, was it, or something like that, for all the waters to recede? I don't remember. Of all the biblical stories, I think Noah's Ark is the least
believable.
Yeah.
Even though it happens in every single mythology.
There's a Hercules in every single mythology.
True.
It does not mean there was actually some super strong demigod walking the earth.
I believe it. Shit happens.
Seriously, there's an Achilles, Hercules type
Samson.
in every single mythology on planet Earth.
In every religion.
I would just chalk this up more to
Continuity issues.
More human beings having similar ideas.
Yeah.
Well, the thing with Noah's Ark is you don't really think of until you're older. Is like, okay, let's say it happened, and the entire Earth was covered in water. That would kill all marine life on Earth. Because the amount of salt water mixed with fresh water would be enough to kill every freshwater fish, and the amount of fresh water mixed with salt water would be enough to kill every saltwater fish. It would kill everything. You can't stick saltwater fish in freshwater; they die, and vice versa. There's a few fish that can exist in both. Okay, so we'd have a whole ocean full of fucking salmon, and that's it.
Also, how I see it, because let's be honest, Like, there were a lot less types of animals back then. Now, hear me out.
Well, there wasn't. There were more.
We're talking about the main genus. Like the basic bitch of each one. Yeah. There's tons of them. But it's like if you did bring them on the ark, or the Great Flood or whatever, because there's always going to be like some sort of boat survivors and everything else. Like they had to get the most basic. It's like, okay then, what is the main genus of this one species that we could save?
Yes, but that wasn't understood in ancient times.
No, these look both the same. We can't save the woolly mammoths, but let's save the naked mammoths. These gigantic, long-necked giraffes.
That's what killed me with the dinosaurs. It's like, if you're gonna shoehorn dinosaurs into the Ark story, then do it in a way that makes sense. But
Crocodiles. They can fit on it.
Not only that, like, dinosaurs died off because of the flood. Make it make sense. That there was this, God went, those creatures are far too big. They cannot fit on this ark. They will go extinct. Fine. Make it make sense.
Yeah.
Within the bounds of your story. Not, sure there were dinosaurs on the ark.
They're in the back. Don't you know? They were in the Narnia cupboard.
And there's one part of it where they go, in that book, they're like, well, the dinosaurs that were on the ark, they weren't the huge dinosaurs. Well, then why have any dinosaurs?
They were eggs. It was just eggs, Heath. That's how they survived. We'll steal 2 of each egg. Make it work.
It's just, I don't give idiots $60 of my money. Hell no.
Well, once the dinosaurs, I'll go to the fake attraction down the road.
Exactly.
One museum I was like is a Christian museum, but I would actually like to go to is a Creation Museum.
It's run by the same people.
I know.
They think dinosaurs were in the Garden of Eden. I cannot in good conscience support a group of people that think that the Earth is 6,000 years old and we coexisted with dinosaurs. I can't do it. It's stupidity on a scale unheard of. I was shocked that I opened up that book and it actually showed a round Earth. Because it's like people that are like the Earth is 6,000 years old and there were dinosaurs in the Garden of Eden and Noah's Ark. They're like just on this side of flat earthers. It doesn't take that much to get someone of those people and nudge them into flat Earth.
Nuggy?
Sure.
I had fun. We went to high school around the time it first opened up. They were still working on the zoo part. I enjoyed it. I had fun with it.
It's absurd.
Yeah, but it's still fun.
What's fun about it?
The way it looks.
All that money. For what? To put forward a theory with zero scientific evidence.
Not me. I am Christian. But there are some things I can believe and there's some things I have trouble believing.
I have struggled with my faith for many years. And
But like I have a weird that's the same. Like I'm one of those people it's like like you said, yeah, I do believe that there's maybe a heaven and hell. But also there's a point if there's a heaven and hell, there's also a point you gotta believe in the bad parts. Like you believe that there are demons, you gotta believe that there are angels at some point.
Well, we could do a whole podcast on just religion that I could talk about.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've gotten to the point where I don't believe in any of that. I really don't.
You believe in Ridley Scott, that we were placed upon this earth by aliens to breed.
No.
And they would come back and use us to hunt by predators. What do you got there? Is that the nougat one or the...
This is a double decker.
Oh, okay. Yeah, your trip to Jungle Gyms.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, for anybody who is not aware of what Jungle Gyms is, it is a international grocery store. That's down towards the Cincinnati, Ohio. For us, we are in Huntington, West Virginia area. Best way to say it.
Tri-state
It's
area.
about like a tri-state area for us. It is about a 3-hour trip to Cincinnati to a international grocery store that is the size of a mall. And it is worth every goddamn penny to go.
Yep. It is.
Your first time, you make the mistakes of thinking, I'll be in and out. No. You go in right before they close, and you gotta leave. And you're like, I need to come back.
I do. I desperately need to come back.
Then you need to join in what I normally do when I go to Jungle Gyms. Go to Raising Cane's and go to Jungle Gyms. You need to go when kids are in school.
Why?
They're in school, what, 8 hours a day? Well, hold on. No, it wouldn't work. You wouldn't make it back in time.
Mm-mm.
Any word on Leah's car?
Nope.
The guy hasn't shown up, has he?
He didn't know what he's doing anyways.
So Jeff was in here earlier.
Yeah. I'm aware of this.
Talking to him about streaming. Oh! Did you get a chance to play your game at all?
Which one?
Your murderous intent?
No, I haven't played that in a while. I am up to 9 victims though.
Really? Any close calls?
No, but my latest victim was another nun.
Okay.
Well, I went back to the church that I killed my first 2 people.
Yeah.
I was like, because I just went to the armor and was like, I couldn't do any missions for a little bit, so I was like, I'll go to the church and see. It's early in the morning. I wonder if there's anybody there all by themselves. And there was a nun by herself completely.
Nuggy?
Yeah.
Here's the last story. I'm full. We've got enough for these chips and that's it.
And slowly crept behind her. Looked to make sure there was nobody around. I went up into the church steeple to make sure the priest was not there. And then I came back and...
They're still looking for a new priest.
Oh, yeah. I heard the last one. And, crept behind her, murdered her, stole all of her stuff. So I left her naked and dead in the church floor. And I was gonna go to leave.
Mm-hmm.
That's when one of the guards walked by and started